these videos are from a week or two ago, but it spotlights the fucking insanity that we're dealing with.
So Trump just announced that we would know his vice presidential pick by this time next Monday. So today is Monday, so next week. So that's exciting. And I'm going to even tell you why it's even more exciting for some of us. If you don't know, here it is. So a lot of us believe that Trump's vice presidential pick is going to be JFK Jr. Now, I know what you're saying. Come on, that can't be. He's dead. Blah, blah, blah. Well, let me just bear with me here. And I'm going to tell you why we believe this. So, back when JFK died, after JFK Jr. grew up a little bit, he said that he was going to find out who killed his father. And he had to bring down the whole government. Okay? Those are his words, not mine. So, let's skip ahead a little bit to when him and Hillary were running against each other. Well, Hillary knew that there was no chance that she was going to win that race, but she wanted it. So the Hillary hitmen, who I'm talking about, went out and brought his claim down. However, the twist to the plot is that the good guys knew that Hillary was going to do that. So they put up a dummy plane and a dummy body. I don't know how they did it, but they faked it out that they put him in witness protection. Okay, so he's been in witness protection behind the scenes this whole entire time. And I'm going to tell you guys, we've seen him. We've seen him behind, unless it's CGI, I don't know, but like Trump has given rallies where we've seen him and his wife Caroline sitting behind. And they have hats on and they're a little disguised, but you can look it up. They've been sitting there. It's them. So the exciting thing is that if what we hear is true, then like by next Monday, he's got to be brought out from behind the shadows, like from behind the curtain. We're going to know that he's alive, which is huge news in this whole bringing down the whole swamp thing. So this is really exciting news, you guys, because we're going to see a ghost soon, I think. But anyway.
It gets worse.
Okay, wait, you're going to want to hear this. This is going out to all the lawyers and all the judges that are out there. Because shame on you guys. Shame on you. I'm shocked. Did you guys know that all of them are going to have to be re-educated and retrained? Yeah. You guys took an oath to the British Crown. Why would you do that? And why didn't you guys tell us you were doing that? I mean, don't you think that's kind of sus and important that people should know this? So when a lawyer or a judge has to take its bar exam, the bar exam actually stands for the British Accreditation Registry. To be on that. You guys basically took an oath to the British Crown. Not to the United States, not to our republic. This is how they cheated us and how they got around all these laws that they passed that were unconstitutional, that the Chevron case just figured out. Said that all the laws made by all these agencies were unconstitutional. But it's even bigger than that, because all of these lawyers and judges are going to have to be re-educated because you took an oath to the British Crown. For the people that are just kind of waking up and seeing the corruption in our governments and our, the pharmaceutical companies, how they lied. They've lied about everything, you guys. Everything. From the moon landing to the shape of our earth to men who are women and women who are men. They've lied about everything. Everything. The only thing I think that they didn't lie about, and we made it come, is that that 2 + 2 is 4, math. But other than that, they've lied about everything. They've kept us enslaved. We've been enslaved. This isn't what God intended. God did not intend for us to go to school and then get a job, and if we're lucky, buy a home and be in debt and more debt and be enslaved, and you go to work and you pay your bills and you try to just do as best you can to survive. That's not how it's supposed to be. But that's what we have been programmed to think that it is. That's the American dream. It's not, you guys. They've lied to us. We're free. All these laws that they pass, they're not even laws. We all have freedom. You know, do unto others as you want to do unto yourself. I mean, that's the law we need to live by. You know? All right. This is purely for entertainment purposes only, and everything I say is false and not true. So, here we go. Disregard the man. This is the Ark of the Covenant. What is the Ark of the Covenant, you ask? This is where God was supposed to put the Ten Commandments. It also maybe holds the chalice where Jesus once drank out of. Now, this is an exact replica. This is not the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant was lost many years ago through the Knights Templar. We haven't seen it. However, the Bible is supposed to tell us the dimensions and how it was made. Now, this took 2,700 hours to make and 6 pounds of gold. Where is it, you ask? Let me tell you. This is in Mar-a-Lago. This is owned by Donald Trump. Yep. It's an exact replica of the Ark of the Covenant owned by Donald Trump. Isn't that funny? Well, let me tell you some other fun facts about Donald Trump. His mother's name was Mary. His father's middle name was Christ. He has never had a drink or smoke in his life. One time he said he was the chosen one in the interview. And when he turned his hand around, there was a scar on the back of his hand. I might do a video on that one. Next, I have to tell you that one time he was asked if he had ever asked God for forgiveness. Donald Trump said no. Why? Because he's never done anything to ask God to forgive him for, he said. Interesting. The last thing I have is that how would a man, any of us, taken what he has gone through in the past 8 years? Brutal. For the media, the DOJ, the Democrats, the liberals, everything, they're constantly hammering him. What man can put up with this as long as he has? But yet he has. He's an amazing person. So, now that you ask why he has the Ark of the Covenant, maybe he's supposed to have it. And maybe this is not a replica. But we'll see. Could be right, could be wrong.
The earth is flat. We never landed on the moon. Literally everything we've ever been told our entire lives is fake. JFK Jr. is alive and going to be Donald Trump's vice president. And Donald Trump possesses the real Ark of the Covenant because he's Christ. What do you do with that? You try and reason with that? You try and talk sense into that? Their minds are gone. Their minds are gone. And they're never coming back.